Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I don't know where I was going with that. I know where, but I think, wasn't that Mace? Welcome back. But I feel like it's a sample from somewhere. Mm-hmm. Anyway, but
welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to season 2, episode 1 of the S&E. We are live, coming to you from the year
2025.
You remember when Conan did that bit back in the day when he kind of first started? The year
Yes.
2000. Mm-hmm. It was so funny.
Yeah.
He did it with good. I forget the man's name. We had that light underneath him.
The term politically correct will no longer be considered politically correct. Pigeons will be an endangered species.
Anyway, welcome back, y'all. I hope y'all's 2024 was fun to buy.
How was yours?
It was fun. 2024 was kind of an ish show. I'm gonna do my best, y'all, not to curse so much in 2025, although I don't know how successful I'm gonna be, being that we have a fool coming back to office. Yeah. So we'll see. But 2025 was a bit disappointing in that sense. But you know, there are good things that happened in 2025.
For
who?
In 2024.
Sorry. I'm like,
you ready to throw it away.
Yeah, I'm like, food. Yeah, there are good things that happened in 2024. It wasn't like a year that could go completely to the crapper. But yeah, I think the election just everything went downhill
from that point.
Yeah. What do you think? How was your year?
I mean, 2020. Well, for me, 2024 was. I can throw it away.
Okay.
It wasn't a terrible year, but it really wasn't that great of a year.
Okay.
But I think that has more to do with like what I did in 2024 or didn't do.
Okay.
As opposed to like external factors for the most part.
I got that.
Yeah, like after my birthday in 2024, I was kind of like, man, I'm 44. What have I done with my life? So for me, my year went downhill.
You're like, for the boy.
Yes, after September 16th, my year was like,
oh, don't say that.
But yeah. So, but you know, yeah, here we are, 25. Is there anything that you are for sure leaving in 2024?
I'm leaving. I don't want to say I'm leaving grace. That's not the right way of saying it. But I'm leaving unnecessary chances or an excess of chances. I'm leaving that in 2024. Like giving people, shush, Alexa. Giving people.
She said, I want a part of this.
Exactly, girl. Hirsch. Giving people time and space to kind of play in your face. I'm leaving that in 2024. And that goes, I think of a plethora of things. Like that is for relationships, situationships, friendships, work, like career-wise. Like I'm not going to allow people to play in my face. And not that I just was letting people play in my face left and right in 2024, but I definitely gave some people way more chances in the hope that they would do right or do better by me or do the right thing or they would come around. And the fact is, that age-old adage that Maya Angelou just said, when people show you who they are, believe them. And so that's what I'm leaving in 2024, not believing people when they show me who they are. I'm leaving that in 2024.
That's a good one. Abandonment.
Abandoned shit.
That's a good one.
What about you?
I think I'm gonna leave like wasting time.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave wasted a lot of time. I mean, I
Same.
enjoyed the time that I wasted. You know, scrolling on social media can really be fun.
Yeah, that doom scroll is a thing.
It's really a thing, and you'll find yourself laughing and cracking up. And for me, like, you know, people saying like, "Oh, you should read more." It's almost like I'm reading a book when I'm on social media, because I be in them comments, like, you know, 6 scrolls down, like, "Oh, this is so funny," like, "Oh, this is so funny," reply, and I'm like, "Bro, what are you doing? This ain't even real. I don't know these people."
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was for me. I just yeah, like, I wasted a lot of time especially on social media, in a way that I never have before.
Okay.
And
social media is a time waster.
That is what it's designed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, you know, for other things, like, you know, doing things that I really maybe don't feel like doing, but, you know, I'm just going to do it because I'm just going to go along, or maybe it'll be fun, or I don't want to miss out, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm leaving, just wasting my time in the past.
I think that's very good, because I also wasted quite a bit of time. Like, you know, it's interesting. Well, I don't have enough time. Don't have enough time. Well, actually, you do.
Yeah.
You know, like, 24 hours doesn't seem like a lot, and you talk about what there's 8 hours or 9 hours that should also be getting sleep, but it really is a lot of time that we waste doing things that are just not productive,
Yeah.
not helpful. So that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Is there something in 2024 that you want to carry with you, that you're like, I could do that, or keep that same mindset, or keep that same energy and bring that with me, or something you could bring with you to 2025?
Well, I think it's interesting how you were saying, like abandoning grace, but not really abandoning grace.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, there were instances last year where I was like, well, this is stupid, or what they did was stupid, and I don't want to deal with none of their stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
So not giving people a whole lot of grace.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, and there were instances where I had to sit back and kind of think, like, let me have a little bit of compassion
Okay.
about this situation. So I think one of the things that I'll carry this year, and hopefully for the rest of my life, is a little more compassion. Like, really sitting back and kind of considering, well, this is what this person is actually dealing with. And you don't even know everything that this person is dealing with. You only know the surface, or what you can see, or what you've been told. You don't know everything. And so I do need to have a little bit more compassion for some things, even if what I think they did was really stupid. I need to just, okay.
That's good. I have not gotten to that point. I'm not giving nobody no compassion. I think that's a good way to be. I think I don't want to say I struggle with compassion, because I do think I can be a very compassionate person, but I'm definitely very choosy. I'm choicy with my cookie cat. You know, or what she say? I'm stingy with my cookie cat. I'm stingy with my compassion because I have shown compassion to the wrong people, and it came back to bite me. So, but I think that's a good way to be, to even tell yourself, well, let me give it a second. Let me think about this. So I think that's a good one. I'm not sure what I'm bringing with me from 2024 into 2025. Like, that I was doing. I'm not sure. I know what I want maybe to have more of. Like, I feel like I did a little bit of it in 2024. Like, we started the S&E, and it took us forever, because we've been talking about doing the S&E for years. And so we finally definitely started on Instagram. So now you're seeing us, we're on YouTube. It took us a minute. So, but we did get some momentum where we were doing it pretty frequently, especially the first half of the year, certainly, of S&E. And we had, 17 episodes? 16 episodes. So I think, and then we did fall off, like, kind of like the latter half of the year. But I think I'm proud of us for what we did, and, like, getting stuff out there, even if we did do long form content, clearly on a short form platform. But
we were consistent.
So I want to take that and just expound upon it in 2025. Like, continue with that consistency, continue with that drive. Now that we're on the correct platform, just continue to do that. So I want to, I guess, take that consistency and that drive and that, we're going to get that done into 2025.
Yeah.
Just make it better.
That's a good one.
So.
Like to take the momentum
And keep on.
and apply it. Yeah.
Keeping on.
That's a good one.
So, but yeah. But I mean, yeah, 2024, it wasn't all bad, but whoo, child. I mean, some things did happen. You know, in 2025, I'm going to have to get into therapy.
Aren't we all? Or don't we all?
2024 has told me I have some unresolved issues and traumas and things that have bothered me or things that have happened. You know, like I had some random white man call me a cunt in Harris Teeter. I lost it. That man was huge, and I acted like he was a small person. You know, like cursing, got in his face. Like the store people had to pull me away, and we were like, "No, man, it's okay, it's okay." I mean, the store manager stuff was all apologetic, you know, which was nice. But that man could have had a gun. He could kill me. But I lost it. But it also dredged up lots of feelings I have with regards to men and protection, because the last guy who I really felt protected by was my dad. And you know, he was gone. Like even in my dad's old age, if he was still alive, he would have said something to that man. Now he would have tried to fight the man, but he would have definitely said something. Hey.
Don't talk to her like that. What's
Exactly.
wrong with you?
Who, get out of here! Like he would have said something.
For sure.
And ironically enough, there was a black man in there, and he started like yelling at me, like, "Just leave it alone, let it go. You know you're not that, sir. Get out of my damn face.
Go talk to him.
Go talk. If you gonna talk to anybody, you need to talk to this white man that's yelling at me, not me. In your ill attempt at trying to de-escalate."
Yeah.
So that drudged up a lot of the lack of protection that I have felt from men since my dad, in particular black men, unfortunately. Since my dad, he was the last. I mean, I think of guys that I've dated. They still put me in situations where I didn't feel as safe, you know. So, yeah, I ain't talking about that. And that's not a bad thing. Like, I think therapy is a good thing. I hate that there have been several instances of things that happened in 2024 that drudged up the need to talk to someone, but that is something that is on my to-do list.
Yeah.
I don't want to call it a resolution. That is on my 2025 to-do list.
Right. And what's interesting to me, though, is that while it's unfortunate that those things happen to make you like, okay, I gotta go talk to somebody, but it's almost like maybe those things happened so you could know without a shadow of a doubt it's time for you to get into therapy. You know what I mean? Like where it's like, oh, you know, I'm okay, I'm working through it, I'm fine, I'm handling it. But then, and it's like, you need to talk to somebody.
You need to talk to someone.
So it was like a shaking.
It was. And not just regular therapy. Like I need to do like grief counseling and all that stuff. Because I still struggle with my father not being here. Because we were like that. So that's still very much a struggle. So yeah, we're just gonna keep on keeping on. Because I don't want to be balling first episode. Who wants that?
I mean, you know, you gotta open up the season with drama, so.
No. Well, here's drama for you. That man called me a cunt because I said, "Excuse me." So for anyone wondering, I was trying to get past him with my shopping cart. I said, "Excuse me." And he said, "Oh, I guess you're going to have to wait." And I was like, "What?" And then we got into an argument, and then he saw me the checkout line. He said, "That's why you're a cunt." I said, "What you said? What you said? What you said?"
If you would have had a gun.
If I'd have had a gun, he brought pew, pew, pew. That was a chopper. I did jail.
Out of here.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if I need to have a gun. Concealed carry? I don't know. Because I feel like I might pull out and
Blow people away.
I might.
Nah, you just need to get into like some martial arts classes.
I need to be in that man's class.
Yes.
That
What's
man in
his name?
Vegas.
That man. Yep.
There's a man in Vegas. It's a black guy. Kind of a burly, dad-looking guy. I think he's kind of cute. He's got that little dad. I like a dad bod. But Anyway, it's like a big burly black guy, and he has like a self-defense class in Las Vegas. I swear, the next time I go to Vegas, I'm gonna see. I think this was your idea. See if he has like maybe like a weekend class, like a day pass. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna learn whatever little bit I can learn because some of his Instagram joints.
My head's in and shooting knee from here. Yeah, from knee to elbow. Hammer fist. Knee again. Headbutt. Can I get cut here? Will I get cut here?
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably. Will I die? No.
So good. I want to get over here. Like, oh, sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, so I need some little self-defense. So what you say? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
And walk away.
and walk away. So anyway, what about you? What do you feel like 2024 has drudged up or taught you?
Well, so, and we talked about this on our first episode last year about like what our word was. So in 2024, my word was free, or like freedom. Like free to like walk in purpose, and free to like do the things that are fulfilling, and like having freedom to be able to do those things. And what I realized though is that, and I heard this on Instagram a couple days ago, like, you can't, like, to get free, you can't chase freedom.
Yeah.
So, and I made my goal freedom. So I'm trying to do things to make me feel free, or I'm trying to do things that give me a sense of freedom. When the truth is, you do things and then the reward itself is freedom. So it was almost like I was hustling backwards. Like, I'm trying to be free, but the things that I'm doing are things that I think are going to make me free. But what I really need to be doing is being more intentional with my time. That makes you free.
That makes you free.
Or being more disciplined. That is what gets you to freedom. So freedom can't be the goal. The goal has to be, how do I manage? How do I steward my time, my energy, my resources, my gifts? That gives you freedom. So that's what I learned in 24. I'm like, oh, I'm signing up to help manage like our class social media page, and I want to like go to skating like every Thursday with adult skate, and I'm trying to do these things that are inherently things that I would like to do, that I'm interested in, and that I have talent for, in like pursuit of, this is what's going to make me feel fulfilled. And I think part of freedom is having that fulfillment in your life. But the truth is that I was just adding more stuff to my plate, but I actually wasn't fixing why I wasn't free, which is because I'm not intentional with my time, because I'm very undisciplined. So that's what I learned. I need to focus on being disciplined, and then as I master that, then that will give me freedom.
That will give you freedom. That's good.
So my word this year is literally discipline.
Discipline.
That's my intention, to be disciplined.
That's really, really good. And you know what I wonder too, to your point, I saw a lady on social media, and she was talking about how she kind of like, it's something similar to what you have, because you have a jar full of stuff. What's the jar, like, of affirmations, or what's in the jar?
It was actually like things to do. Like, I would pick one a day, and it would be something to do.
Gotcha. Well, so essentially she has something like that, but she calls it like her like solo date or solo reward jar or something along those lines. And she doesn't like pick one every day, but she says that she has her jar full of the things that she wants to do, that she just wants to do. Not even necessarily for that year, but just things that she wants to do. And it could be go skating, or go take a Pilates class, or go to this restaurant, whatever. But she has it all in that jar, and she was like, when she gets the inkling or has the time, she says, I'm going to do a what you did this day. And she pulls something from that jar. And she was like, I have a ton of things in there. She was like, and for this year, I did 8 things. She was like, and while people may think that's not a lot, those are 8 self-care things that I wanted to do, that I made the time to do, or I had the time to do it. So maybe, to your point, maybe it's not, I'm going to go skating every single Wednesday, but maybe it's, I have done all the things that I needed to do this week, or today, or this month. I have some extra time because I was disciplined. Let me choose something from my jar. And maybe that doesn't happen every month, but that's something also tangible that you can see. Maybe you put it, the things I did do, and maybe it is only 5 times, or 3 times, or 4 times, or maybe it's 12 times. maybe it's more that you
It
did
is
something,
Yeah.
but that also is a tangible way of looking at, I actually was very disciplined and I was a good time manager where I was able to carve out this amount of time. It might just be 30 minutes, but
it's something.
it's something. So,
That's great.
but I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So, now I want me a little jar.
I need to kind of look at my jar because it's just like random stuff, like take a walk outside or go read a book in the park or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to take a good look at it. But I think I have like 365 of them in there. So I should start plucking from the jar because I never used it.
Start plucking from the jar. If you
Never
pluck
used
something,
it.
you're like, I don't really want to do that
I'm
no
gonna
more.
do this.
You know what I mean?
Yep. We'll take that out. Edit.
Exactly. But yeah. But yes, I don't want to say 2024 is a terrible year. It wasn't. There were some good things and some bad things, like every year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
the question is, are we ready for the 20th?
From MLK Day, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely, girl.
Super fact.
I'm gonna watch the MLK/X project that Jean-Pierre did. Our boy from Rebel Ridge. He and the guy who voiced Mufasa in the live action film, the two of them met on that project. And apparently it's really good. So I'm going to take a look at that.
Okay, well, you know what? I also saw, again, this shows how much scrolling on social media that I do. I saw another reel that said, and I posted on my stories about how to prepare for the 20th, where you balance your time between it being MLK Day and honoring Martin Luther King and all that he did and where we are as a people and so on. But then also you still take the time, even if it's later, to listen to that fool, because we don't want to be totally removed from what was going on, because we need to know.
We need to know
what this man is saying.
What subliminal messages he's saying.
Exactly. We need to, and so that we can strategize and be prepared or prepare for what is to come. So they're like, maybe do MLK things during the day and maybe listen to his speech, which will be all over, and watch it later. Maybe watch it the day after. I don't know.
Yeah.
But to still stay informed.
And that's really important too, because there is it's almost like in some cases, sometimes we need to unplug and just step back from like the news and stuff like that, because it can really become a lot. But then when you remove yourself too much, then now you're uninformed. So
you have no idea what's going on.
Exactly. So there is a necessary balance that we have to have between being informed but not overstimulated
Agreed.
by everything that's going on. So yes, it'll be a delicate balancing act on the 20th.
It will.
Very delicate.
I'm glad I'm going. I don't even know. I might watch it after I have my surgery. I'm having that the day after. So, catch me on the 23rd.
On the 23rd.
See what that fool said. But I'm still praying for a supernatural intervention. So Lord, you want to come through and do a little smiting. Hey, be all right with your girl.
There'll be no objection.
None whatsoever. Want to do a little Republican Sodom and Gomorrah? Hey man, either King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Who's the question? What you do? I'm just saying. I know the Lord be down there like this. Always with one of my homegirls used to do a thing. She has a podcast too, and her thing was petty prayers. Always with the petty prayer.
Definitely a petty prayer.
Yeah, my Lord, you
Like, well,
if it's in your will, that that motorcade just something happened to it. It just spontaneously combust. Well, it's your will. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Just saying. Because I need y'all to know. I mean, no MAGA person's watching our stuff, but I need you to know in case someone cuts a clip. Y'all are not going to the pearly gates. Well, you might go to the pearly gates, but you're not going to go through. Y'all doing too much. Y'all wreaking too much havoc. Too much hate.
It's a lot of hate.
Y'all going down there with Beelzebub. I need you to understand it. So I hope you really feel like it's worth it, because forever being on fire, national team, anybody got time for that?
It's just so much hate. Like, all right, people don't believe like you believe. They don't love like you love.
They don't look how you look.
Yeah, but just to have so much hate and be okay with like divisiveness and like things that separate us, like,
it's crazy.
it's a lot. Y'all be carrying around a lot.
It's a
And
wonder
it's
y'all even live that long.
Yes.
Y'all should be dying a lot earlier
So
than
unnecessary.
other groups, because that's a lot to be. I'll never forget that analogy that on, what was it, The Ring or something, or one of them shows where the girl was on his back. Not Misery, but either way, you couldn't see the lady, but he was always hunched over. And then finally, they showed like in a mirror, and it was like essentially what was supposed to be his guilt, but he had done something. But the woman was like on his back. That was why he was hunched over. People could just see him hunched.
Yeah.
But what he had done, the guilt, the shame, the weight of it. So I don't even know how y'all walk upright, many white people. I gotta be honest. It's a wonder. But anyway.
Because that's a burden to carry.
Yeah.
Having that much hate in your heart and wanting to like see other people hurting and struggling and like wanting to. Like, it's okay if you can't help them, then I can't help them. I'm sorry that's happened to you, but wanting that, because that's a lot of what this past election was about. People were voting for something that is going to hurt people who they don't like.
Exactly. To include women, like they had many posts where men, and I can't say it was all white men. I do think a lot of it was white men, but they were saying things like, because Trump won, he already had Roe v. Wade, the Supreme Court overturned it, and of course turned over to the states, and many states were like double middle things to abortion rights. But how after the election, hundreds of thousands of women were getting, messages on Twitter or wherever from men, random men they knew, saying, "Your body, our choice."
Yeah.
Like, huh? Or to the black people, "Go ahead and meet up at the plantation. The van will be coming to pick you up."
Yeah.
Like,
Why?
And what's crazy is, people are voting, letting misogyny and hatred kind of rule the day and like decide how they vote. But really, it's truly at these people or some of their family members' own detriment. Like, you vote this way because you're hoping, these black people, or these women, it's mostly going to be women of color, but there's a lot of white women that have died, lost babies. It's not just marginalized communities. Granted, will we face a huge brunt of it? Absolutely. But it's not just us. It's going to roll back around. You don't like immigrants and all that stuff, but, y'all are going to have a hard time where these employers are not going to want to give people raises or pay a particular living wage, or housing is not necessarily going to get any better. Grocery prices. Oh, Lord. Let's see what happened.
Our flash went off.
Is it still recording? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, it's about at 30 minutes. Okay. Well, it was like, it's too hot.
Too hot.
Y'all enough, like.
So, with all of this in mind, like, what are we doing for 2025? Like, well, I know black women are minding our business. Our grown black woman business.
Honey, sips, coffee, tea, wine, liquor,
whatever.
water. We definitely doing that. We're still strategizing.
Yeah.
We're still staying informed. But I'm sorry, white women, we're not having no marches with y'all. I don't care if you were a part of the little 50-something or 40-something% or whatever ridiculous percentage that did vote correctly. We're not marching with y'all. Ain't no women's rights. Y'all have played in our faces too long. Okay? We living at 2024. So yes, what we're doing, minding our business as black women. not allowing people to play in our faces. We're still strategizing because we want to be informed. We want to make sure that collectively we're doing the things as a community.
Yeah.
Keep trying to keep ourselves and our families safe.
Yes.
And if we can, for those that want to, we are starting our own businesses and getting as financially free as we possibly can.
100%.
Because apparently this is a country. And we're back.
And we're back.
First of all, why don't y'all tell me that I was out here looking like a gym teacher? Okay? Huh? I thought it was supposed to be cool. But all right. Guess not.
You look warm and snuggly.
Anyway.
I thought that was the goal.
It's going to have to be the goal. But our camera cut off. Not cut off, but it died on us. So we had to give it a little chargiola. But anyway, we're only at 32%. So we gotta hurry.
we gotta go.
It go off again.
So what were you saying?
No, girl. Either way, we got to come together. As black women, we ain't doing nothing. We ain't do nothing with you white women. We ain't do nothing with you Hispanic women. We ain't definitely ain't do nothing with you white men. Again, it doesn't mean we don't, like y'all. Some of y'all we don't like. But the racists, we don't like y'all. But the folks who actually voted properly, it ain't that we don't like y'all. We just can't be bothered with y'all. We have to think about our own people, our own financial freedom. Y'all need to get amongst yourselves and get with your white brethren, your white sisters, and ask them what. That's no longer our concern. Because y'all ain't listen to us no way.
Yeah, we're not teaching no more. The whole allyship thing. If you want to be an ally, you got to come on this side.
Actually, if you want to be an ally, you need to do it within the white community.
That's true.
Don't even come, because let me tell you who not invited you to cookout. None of y'all. Unless you're married to a black person. Let's go to a lotion. Unless you are married to a black, so thick, like me. Anyway.
I'm dead. But also, dang.
Anyway, but unless you're married to a person of color, and honestly, that ain't really enough. Because they might
Still got to be vetted.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we ain't fooling with y'all. We are worried about ourselves. We're getting financially free.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we say before, as we were talking and the screen was blank. It was, we gonna be about our business.
We're going to mind our business
and
be about our business.
That's what it is. We're minding our business, but we're gonna be about our business.
Yep.
So, whatever that might mean for you, and by you I mean black people. Can't even say people of color, because gotta be honest, people of color, ooh.
We did not unite.
No, we didn't. Hispanic men, whoa, Nelly.
I don't know why you did that.
I don't either. But
okay. Go off.
yeah, go off, I guess. But yes, black women, we are minding our business, but we need to be about our business. We still need to stay informed and understand what's going on and how it affects us and our community and our loved ones. But we need to be trying to secure the bag, whether that means being an entrepreneur, solopreneur, whatever people want to call it, or if it's you working a job, a 9-to-5, but having some side hustles, some additional streams of income, as you said.
Yep.
Because what do we say? This country is what?
It was made for business owners.
Mm-hmm.
It really wasn't. The benefit does not go to the employees. It goes to the employers.
Yes.
And so even if you don't necessarily want to own your own business, we've got to figure out ways, and maybe creatively, but we've got to figure out ways to be on the employer side of things. Because these tax breaks and cuts and all this kind of stuff, this country was made for the capitalist society. That's what it is.
It was.
And so it is high time, and we've started, but it is high time that our focus, not necessarily to become capitalist, because I think there's a certain amount of like non-compassion that happens when you're so focused on making money.
For sure.
But to do it smartly, to do it the way that we know how to do it.
Exactly.
Not the way that they do it.
Exactly. And the crazy part is, just a quick aside, yes, the capitalist society is about me and money. How can I make more money?
Yeah.
But the thing is, if only they could find, you want to make money and be rich and be a capitalist, okay. But that doesn't mean you have to treat the people who maybe don't want that or maybe who don't want to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to treat them like dust.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, we all know that if people make more money, have more disposable income, typically they're going to spend it. Okay?
Yeah.
They're going to buy the things, the houses, the cars, the clothes, the jewelry, more groceries. Like, the problem is the haves don't want to have nots to have anything. And if the haves would say, you know what, fine, we always gonna have the billions.
Yeah.
But we can still pay good wages to the folks who are never gonna see $1 billion.
Yeah.
Because they're still gonna make us more money because they're gonna spend the extra disposable income. The problem is y'all not even letting the have-nots have any disposable income. They got nothing.
You want us to have nothing.
Have nothing. Like,
And that's not right.
that ain't right.
That's not right. The country as a whole would be better if the haves said, well, let's let them have something.
Let's at least let them have, so a livable wage, a beyond livable wage.
Decent healthcare system.
Yes, free healthcare. Like, there just should not be any person in this country who makes less than $40,000 at minimum.
Yeah.
Truly. No matter where you work, it could be McDonald's. You still should be making $40,000. Because quite frankly, to have an apartment rent, you need at least that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
But we digress.
we definitely digress. We always digress. But anyway, we're going to end it because I know we got things to do. We're supposed to take 2 episodes. We only did 1.
But we did it.
We did.
Check mark. We did 1 episode. So we're
Moment.
starting the year off with perfect attendance. Because we did the 1. And we're going to have it up. So
Yes.
there it is.
So yes, remember that it's a phrase. Black women in particular, we need to mind our business. We take these next 4 years off, but we need to be about our business. When these next 4 years are up, black women in particular, black men too, we ain't leaving y'all out, but we're black women, so we talk black women.
Right.
We need to be up come these next 4 years.
Yeah.
So
We got our marching orders.
yeah, we do. Get in formation, as B would say. So
But on that note, thank you for joining us.
thank you. Like, subscribe, click the notification bell so you'll know whenever our videos come out.
Which will be every Tuesday, weekly.
Yeah. All right.
See y'all later.
See you later.